Durag Wisdom here, folks, and welcome to Y2K19.02.25. And today we're going to explore the naked ape Stinkery and the schmutz, the smelly schmutz on the beacon. That's the beacon on the hill. And our country is now the naked ape Stinkery, like an eatery, but it's a Stinkery. And we get our the naked ape Stinkery instead of the USA, courtesy of the Putin puppet in the White House, now a shit house, and Vladimir Putin, his boss. The naked ape Stinkery is a place you can roll in and cover yourself with noxious schmutz. That's Yiddish for dirt, filth, raining off the so-called beacon on the USA hill. Here is some of what you can find in the Stinkery. A so-called constitutional democratic republic that supports brutal dictatorships all around the world. I mean, really, how can the USA be in any deals with Saudi Arabia, for example? A totalitarian theocracy. A dictatorship, a brutal dictatorship. How can that be? Weren't most of the murderers who slammed their planes into the World Trade Center, into the Pentagon, weren't they a member of the Saudi Arabian people? And why are we having another summit with one of the most brutal dictators on our planet, a filthy little murderer named Kim Jong-un? Why are we rewarding this murderer with such grand attention? Another summit? I don't care one way or the other. There was, quote unquote, there wasn't no war with North Korea in the usual sense when Obama was president. We, back then, recognized what's supposed to be constitutional norms, human rights. And this is one of the reasons we didn't meet with the North Koreans, because Kim Jong-un is a murdering piece of trash. We didn't attack, we just were prepared. Because you have to stand and face these creeps with their ambitions on the entire world, including Putin, another one of Hair Monster's friends. I say if any country wants a good relationship with the USA, it must not be a brutal, oppressive, or even a benign dictatorship. But I forget, we are in the naked ape Stinkery now, not the United States of America. So it's okay if you're a stinking dictator. It's okay if you're a scum, a murderer like that Duterte in the Philippines, or that Erdogan in Turkey. So let's continue our tour, ladies and gentlemen, because there's a lot of action here at the naked ape Stinkery. Here you can find a supposed leader. The former USA in the fight for climate salvation is instead undermining every environmental rule you could imagine with the help of the puppet president of the United States, Puppet Trump. You'll find here in the Stinkery great deals for the rich and for the famous and for the incompetent and for the criminal. Their tax refunds will grow monumentally while the rest of us, ours, shrink, so that we can pay to support people who need absolutely nothing from us. And note, I just received bad news from my accountant. And thanks to the terrorist and traitor and his party, do not be surprised if you too are getting back much less, as I will be. And you want to know something? I wouldn't mind getting back much less if I knew it was going to help people, not line the pockets of the evil creep rich people we now have infesting our planet. As we continue our tour of our Stinkery, check out the confusion, the chaos, the racism, the fear, where the Putin puppet in our White House claims that there is a national emergency on our southern border when the real emergency is gun violence. climate change, the rise of fascist populism in our country and around the world, the unjust income disparity between the rich and the rest of us, the opioid national emergency, the attack on women's rights, the attack on traditional public schools, the attacks on the LGBTQ community, the attempt to shove religious extremism down everyone's throat. There is no crisis at our border except the one created by the Putin puppet in charge. But a continuous state of crisis is part of our naked ape stinkery. We mustn't cheat our visitors out of stress. And of course, check out children of migrants fleeing persecution and starvation are separated from their parents and locked up in our naked ape stinkery concentration detention camps. Trump Putin camps, if you will. Many will be orphans for life and will see their lives ruined by the trauma caused by the hair monster traitor in charge of the naked ape stinkery. Check out this wonderful bloody war on innocence in what was formerly the United States of America, now Putin and his puppet Trump's naked ape stinkery. At one time, the naked ape stinkery had another name, and once again, it was called the United States of America, and it prided itself for the most part. Don't forget, I know there's a real massive dark side in this country, and that's why we're in the trouble we're in today. We haven't really acknowledged it. We haven't really recognized it. We haven't really fully decided to expunge it. But for the most part, most of this country has been living according to, or to this extent, the laws of its constitution. But then something went wrong. We gorged ourselves on reality TV and on our electronic devices. We stopped reading and we stopped voting. Hence the birth of the stinkery. Now, will this naked ape stinkery be shuttered once and for all with the return of the USA as we know it? That depends on the Democrats. But it depends too more on us, the citizens. There's a brutal oligarchy in our future, raised and ruled by Vladimir Putin. His grand goal, with the help of his goon in our White House, is that naked ape stinkery go on worldwide. Are we going to continue patronizing our stinkery, adding even more schmutz to the beacon on the hill? Or will we reject it once and for all? 2020 will be here faster than we know it, as Spike Lee so fittingly mentioned at his Academy Award speech. And by the way, I think his movie should have won Best Picture, that or Roma. And the naked ape stinkery, by the way, if it survives, promises new and even more severe tortures we can all and the planet die by.